Hello, I hope this video finds you well. Tonight we are going to look at count code from string 2, and this is the Python solution. The problem states return the number of times the string code appears anywhere in the given string, except we'll accept any letter for the D, so cope and C-O-O-E count. So essentially what this problem is saying is that if we're trying to count the number of times, not codes in there, but the C-O with a letter in the middle and a D. So really, I don't care what that middle letter is, I just want to check for the combination CO something E. And what this is this is a nice modification of counting the number of times a specific substring appears in a larger string. Right? And so if you've been following along, we did the count high and the cat dog problem, and we figured out this nice algorithm for counting the number of times that a substring appears in a larger string. Now, why do I think this problem's here? I think this problem is specifically here to stop you from using those shortcuts. Because what I can't do here is I can't return str.count code. And the reason why I can't do that is because this D is a wildcard. It can be anything. So I have to rely on using a loop structure here. So let's take this example here, and let's copy it, and let's set up our loop here. So the way I've suggested you do this is if you take a concrete case and you actually now put the indexes in and then look at your starting reading frame and your ending reading frame. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this has a length of 10. And I know that when the loop starts, well, I is 0, I'm going to look at those 4 letters. And so if I think about this as substring, I'm going to need to go substring from 0 to 4. Remember, inclusive, exclusive. And we can say 4 minus 0 is 4. That makes me feel good. The last substring I want to get is 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's put the right X's there. So the last substring is going to be 6 to 10. And again, 10 minus 6 is 4. That makes me feel good. The length is 4. But essentially, I'm not going to pull out the full substring. I'm going to ignore this third character. So instead of using substring, I'm going to pull out each character at a time. And that's what makes this problem specifically really important. You get your loop parameters set up right. Because Python, though very forgiving with substring, if you go outside of the indexes, when you pull out individual characters, it is not. So if I set up we're going to make sum equals 0, or let's make it count because we're counting, count equals 0. And now let's set up my loop. So I'm going to say for I in range, and I can see that I want to go from 0 because that's where my I starts here. And I want to go on, I want to reach 6. So I want to go as long as I is less than 7, I increments by 1. And now I'm going to write this if statement here. And don't worry, I know this isn't right quite yet. We'll come back to it. And we're going to say if. And now I want to check not the entire substring to look for code. I want to check the first character, the second character, and the third character, and the fourth character, not the third character. So what do I do here? I say str at I, if that's equivalent to C, and str at I plus 1, which is the second character, is that equivalent to an O, not a 0, an O, and str at I plus not 2 here, but 3, because that's our last character, if that's equivalent to an E. So what I'm doing is I'm individually checking each of those characters, but I'm ignoring that third character. I'm going to say count is equal to count plus 1. And then I return count. Now you've probably remembered, oh, you made a mistake up here. So let's hit go and see what happens. I get an invalid syntax, and that's because on line 21 I have some sort of invalid syntax. So let's find that. How many people caught me using Java here? And I hit go, and I get an index at a range, and that's because I've set my loop parameters based on this specific case. So how do I relate this 7 back to 10? Well, if I take the length of nums, or the length of str, minus 3, because that if the length is 10, 10 minus 3 is 7, I hit go, and there it is. So I hope this video helped. Remember, you can find fully commented solutions at my GitHub repository, and you can find that in the comments section. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great day. Take care.